On the news this morning, Governor Soludo extols contributions of heroes past. Nnamdi Azikiwe University holds 13th edition of Zik Annual Lecture Series. NDLEA intercepts drugs concealed in melon seeds, yam flour. 8 people confirmed dead after school stabbing in eastern China. Governor Chukwuma Soludo says the late Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu and other heroes past are people who sowed the seed of progressivism and pointed out that the Igbo man excels because he utilizes his knowledge. The governor stated this at the 3rd Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu Memorial Lecture held at the ETF Auditorium of Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University, Ibariam. ABS education correspondent Queen Anibogo has the details of that report. Because Diego had
Dr. Onyeka Chukwuibezim said, while Nigerians celebrate their heroes past, let everyone reflect and think back on the devastating effects of violence, saying it is only when they come together that they can actualize their dreams as a people.
These are the people who sowed the seed of progressivism. This is Anambra State, a state of great people.
Our hero, whose name began, may these intellectual founders, according to them, for us be a point of contact as we work towards completing this university.
We need a federal university here. No, we don't need to build a university so that we will say the Anambra University. No, we will build a university to reflect the image, the quality, and the personality of people that are called to Anambra State.
I think we need some level of understanding. And I want people leaders to stand up to the occasion. You need to be united, you need leadership.
Queen Anibogu reporting for ABS News.
ADM Global Foundation Incorporated has given scholarship to pupils, donated learning materials to schools in an effort to encourage education of young ones for a brighter future for them. JDM Global Foundation is a non-governmental organization dedicated to empowering young ones through scholarship and donation of educational materials to schools and economic uplifting of individuals. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwudi tells us more.
Mark during the event, the head of the foundation, Chief Mrs. Jennifer Madubuku, based in the United States of America, but represented by the organization secretary, Venerable Okechukwu Ifeonu, believes every child should have access to quality education, not minding their background, as education is the bedrock for growth against poverty.
This mission goes to the heart of who we are as an organization, and it shapes everything we do. We believe that education is not a privilege for a few, but a right for all.
This is a corporate social responsibility going on, and it is good because these pupils now in it is always good that the institution that nurtured you, you don't have to destroy it.
I encourage her to keep it up because it's a good thing, especially in our country, Nigeria, where we have a lot of problems in our educational system.
It's very, very beneficial to them because some of them now we go to school and write. Many of them don't write because they don't have the writing materials. So it is of great importance to these peoples.
From Oto, Nnewi South Council area, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
The governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has called on the Nigerian nation and the entire African continent to join efforts to enthrone true democracy, secure, prosperous and united nation and continent where the rights of the people are protected and meaningful opportunities provided for the teeming youths. as advocated by late Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe while alive. The governor made the call during the 13th edition of the Zik Annual Lecture Series held at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka. Our Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo has the details.
Ludo, represented by his deputy, Dr. Onyeka Ibezim, while acknowledging the numerous efforts and sacrifices made by the late Dr. Azikiwe for the betterment of Nigeria and Africa at large, harped on the need for leaders at all levels in Africa to devise means of making most of the dreams of the late icon a reality.
So many stories told about Nnamdi Azikiwe, and I think those stories are now true because he's even greater in death than when he was alive. We are keying into the vision of this great man.
Earlier in a speech, the chairman on the occasion and governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, maintained that the legacies of late Dr. Azikiwe are unforgettable to Africans and the world in general, as he, throughout his lifetime, fought for the emancipation of the people of Africa, encouraging leaders to learn from the selfless services to humanity.
His life philosophies till today they still resonate as the path to tread in bringing succor to many Africans' challenges.
Political career was not without its setbacks. He faced opposition, betrayal, and even physical threats. Yet, Zik remained committed to his cause, believing that Nigeria's freedom was essential for the emancipation of the rest of Africa.
From Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo reporting for ABS News.
The former Special Representative of United Nations Secretary General Dr. Mohamed Chambal has called on African leaders to emulate the sacrificial life of the first president of Nigeria, late Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, to keep his legacy alive and fast-track the development of African nations. Dr. Chambers made the call during the 13th Zik's annual lecture series held at Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, themed Zik's Legacies, the Rising Social Movement in Africa, Rethinking Regional Integration in Africa. Correspondent Chukwemeka Modelem has the details.
President, Economic Community of West African States, and the guest lecturer described Dr. Azikiwe as a detribalized African who played major roles for the liberation of Nigeria and many African countries from colonialism.
His upbringing was shaped by his colonial context, one that he spent a lifetime dismantling through the power of ideas, activism, and leadership.
On his part, the benefactor of Zik's lecture series, Senator Ben Obi, explained that the event is a way of keeping Dr. Azikiwe's legacies alive, saying that he was a great leader and teacher who mentored many leaders.
We are proud of the tremendous success achieved so far, doing what the native of Africa will be proud of. Setting a platform for robust academic discussion.
What Nnamdi Azikiwe did, not just for Nigeria, not just for West Africa, but for Africa. And that brings about the Zik of Africa. So we appreciate the entire university, Southeast, Anambra, all of us, and Nigeria as a whole.
In Awka, Chukwemeka Modelem, ABS News.
Operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have intercepted a significant shipment of cocaine destined for the United Kingdom. The contraband, valued at several millions of naira, was concealed within everyday food items such as granulated pepper, melon seeds, and yam flour. Femi Babafemi, the NDLEA's Director of Media and Advocacy, disclosed this information via his X account. On the foreign scene, 8 people have died and 7 others have been injured following a stabbing incident outside a school in eastern China. According to a statement from local police, a 21-year-old man was arrested at Wuxi Yixin Axis and Crafts Vocational and Technical College in the city of Wuxi at about 6:30 p.m. local time. The statement said he graduated from the school in 2024 and carried out the attacks after failing to obtain his diploma due to poor exam results, and that he was unhappy with his internship pay. He confessed to his crime without hesitation, police said. The attack follows an incident on Monday where at least 35 people were killed when a driver plowed a car into crowds at a stadium in the southern city of Zhuhai. And that's just about the news, but you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page, follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service, subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka, on X at ABS Radio TV, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And the main news again. Governor Soludo has extolled contributions of heroes past. Nnamdi Azikiwe University held 13th edition of Zik Annual Lecture Series. NDLEA has intercepted drugs concealed in melon seed yam flour. 8 people have been confirmed dead after school stabbing in eastern China. And that's the news. We thank you so much for watching. My name is Nonya Wokoye. Good morning and have a blessed day.